Perhaps you have experienced a situation where somebody drags you, brings an allegation against you, brought a lot of evidence, a lot of witnesses, and after the whole drama, you just feel like this person has not really said anything in this particular allegation that connects me or links me to these allegations. Well, that your thought that you just thought about is called a no-case submission. You are simply making a no-case submission against this allegation. Now let's go to court. This incident can also play out in court. Take, for instance, the prosecution brings a lot of witnesses against the defendant, brings a lot of documentary evidence, and after all the old drama, the defendant feels, my lord, the prosecution agreed has brought all of this, but there is nothing, no nexus linking me to this particular charge, and therefore I am not guilty. I should be discharged and let to go. What the defendant has just made is called a no-case submission, meaning that on the face of the charge, on the face of the evidence and the witnesses that have been called, the defendant is saying that the prosecution has not made out a prima facie case against me. And therefore, there are two things that my lord at the court would likely do. Number one is to agree with the defendant and thereon proceed to throw out the charge, meaning dismiss the charge, or overrule the no-case submission and then proceed to compel the defendant to open or put up a defense. The overruling of the defendant does not imply that my lord has already taken a side. The court is simply saying that the defendant has a case to answer. Let the defendant open his defense and then proceed to call his or her witnesses who would come to court to testify or tender documents that would exonerate him from the charge. Now, if the court proceeds to do that, there are two things that the defendant can do. The defendant can either rest his case on that of the prosecution or proceed to open his defense. When the defendant opens his defense, he would have to call witnesses, he would have to tender documents, he would have to defend himself, after which the whole trial comes to an end and the court will proceed to judgment. If it is a jury system where the court had already overruled the no-case submission, the court will now proceed to invite the jury to take a decision on fact. So that is what you need to know about making a no-case submission. See you next time.